Hello there, beautiful souls. This is Shamama Hunting Owl, and I want to thank you all for being here with me today. I'm here to deliver a little twin flame information, a little wisdom, a little update on the downloads that I've been receiving, the things that I've been seeing with my clients and in my own personal spiritual as well as twin flame experience over the last little bit of time since we last spoke, I guess. Now, the interesting thing is I am recording this on Sunday, March 27th of 2022. I do not, however, know that I will be releasing this on this date. I know that I need to record this message. However, I am not sure that it is ready to be let out into the public, but it is important to know that this message is being recorded on March 27th of 2022, no matter when this message actually is released on YouTube and or Patreon, depending on who I am guided to share this message with, because at this point I don't even know who this message is for. So as I said, I want to thank you guys for being here with me. And yes, this is a twin flame spiritual journey message about the twin flame aspect. What is happening within our own individual selves in union of our inner divine masculine and feminine, as well as the physical union between masculine, feminine, 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 masculine, masculine counterparts, okay? So, with that, I'm going to go back and start with recommending that anyone who didn't listen to the audio that I did back in, I want to say it was the beginning of December, the end of November. I think it was titled something about like the karmic and the DM are unraveling. I want to say that might have been the title of it. Since that point, I've been getting very, very, very specific downloads, interactions, experiences with my own personal life and with my clients, like I said. And I'm going to specifically say with a certain group of twins, those who have been in this experience for the length of time that I have been, approximately, meaning coming into physical interaction, activation in the physical with their twins somewhere between 2012 and 2015, 2016. So this is the time frame I'm talking about, the aspect. Regardless, and again, that's always comes back to also where you are in your own personal journey. So where you are within your own healing. So you may have met your twin back then and started on your journey, and then may not have been doing work all of this time. Although if you're here listening to this with me at this stage after all of these years, excuse me, oh my God, my throat. I'm assuming, and maybe I'm an ass for assuming, but I am assuming that you guys are all been here doing your work and ready to receive this information. If you are not interested in union with the person who is been identified as your twin, please stop listening to this. I don't want to hear nasty comments. I don't give a fuck. I don't want him back, blah, blah, blah. He did this, he did that, she did this, she did that. It's not what this time and space is for. This is truly for those interested in wanting to know what is happening because they believe that they are on the union path. So, and those of you who are not, I give you nothing but love and respect and honor. So like I said, this is just a place of love, and I'm just sharing information. And honestly, I'm not even having any, other than love behind this message, love and understanding for the entire journey and process. There is absolutely zero judgment or emotion behind this message on my part. As a matter of fact, it's a rather difficult message to deliver because it is also very personal to myself. And when the messages are reflective, directly reflective of what is happening in my experience, I question whether I should be sharing them or not, or if they're just for me. Or so this is why I am sharing this. I'm recording this now, and I will decide, or Spirit will let me know when it is time to release it to everybody. All right, this all being said, I've been talking for months about these timelines. There is definitely this reshuffling, this reordering. Many of us at this stage in our journey have been stagnant and waiting. And I don't mean waiting on our twin. I mean waiting for our next steps, almost like our next set of orders to be received. And for many of us, that stagnation has been just allowing us this time. It hasn't actually been stagnation. It's been a holding pattern to allow us time to wrap up loose ends on some big karmic things that we have had to clear. And yes, the divine feminine has still had some big karmic things that they have had to clear. Although we always think that we're ready and we're good, we have had some stuff mostly surrounded around or centered around our mother wounds, father wounds, actual family line ancestral healing, and releasing and taking that back all the way back to our original creation. Okay, so from the origination of our bloodline, so to speak. And clearing these wounds, and many of us have been brought back together into our physical worlds, having to either move in with our parents or have our parents move in with us, or had some very significant interactions with requiring having to become caretakers, and bringing us back together in these odd adult parent-child family dynamics. And we have had to clear a lot of these things. Now, this is what has been going on for the feminine, significantly for the feminines, okay? Or those holding the dominant feminine energy. For the masculines, there has been a karmic clearing of low vibration, materialism, superficial 3D world. And I don't say any of this with negative anything. There's no judgment, like I said. Issues, wounds. Again, yes, these relate back to the mother and the father, for the masculine in different areas and different aspects than they do for the feminine. This is how they've manifested differently in all of us. So the feminine wound has had to do with this bringing us back to our parents, with clearing a deeper level of codependence, a deeper level of coming into our power and our own truth. Well, for the masculine, it has been the same thing. They have just manifested these necessary karmic clearings through digging a little bit deeper into their darkness to find the light, to see. And I don't want to say the error of their ways, but I'm going to say the error of their ways, that the things that they thought that they wanted, as like the feminine, the things that she has thought that they wanted, have only created more karmic shit that they have had to clear and deal with. The more we've aligned with the things, and I'm putting air quotes up, that we have wanted, the ego, when we have followed the ego, and I'm going to go as far as saying when we have followed free will, okay, and not divine will, when we have not followed our divine blueprint, the blueprint of our heart, and we have sold it out, feminine and masculine alike, to these 3D world wounds, errors, all of our insecurities, all of our fears. Well, this is where we're at. So we're going back and clearing these deep abandonment and rejection wounds that come back all the way through our ancestral line, all the way back to the origin of creation, Adam and Eve, Lilith, the whole thing. And those of you who relate and are at the place where they understand the bigger story related to these things, because I'm not going to get into the Lilith wound and the Eve and Adam thing and the division and separation and the jealousy and the abandonment that happened from all of that. Those of you who are here at this point understand this stuff and what I'm talking about. For those of you who do want to understand this deeper, reach out. I will gladly teach, educate in private sessions on all of these things, to help you on your journey, to help you identify these wounds within yourself and how they play out in your own personal life experiences and how they can be cleared and healed. So anyway, okay, so getting back, so the masculine and the feminine have all been doing their work in their own ways, in their own time, and yes, they have. And so the energies have been intense. For the feminine, things have looked on the surface for the most part a lot calmer. And in their worlds have been more peaceful. The feminine has been clearing a lot more on an energetic purging level, where the masculine has been clearing more on a physical, outward, shit's going wrong, tower moments happening in their lives. The feminine aspect is not really having a lot of tower moments. They are being tested very much so in where they have come in their rise, in their ascension. So they have had to reassert old boundaries, readdress old tests. But for the masculine element, inner masculine alike, there are major towers crashing down, burning like a motherfucker. They are. So again, I want to say that what I have been seeing and experiencing is this karmic crashing, whether they are karmic situations or people or relationships for the divine masculine. These karmic relationships have officially imploded and exploded, and the karmic, either person, situation, partner, whatever, has imploded and exploded, is now out for vengeance, is now out for blood. Like, I am hearing a bloodthirst. They want revenge. They want to hurt the divine masculine because they are, as the karmic or situation or partner or whatever it was that was there as the obstacle preventing 3D union, whatever that interference was, that big lesson that needed to be learned from this partner or situation, is now, like, it's almost like it's broken up, but now the bear is fucking poked and pissed, and they want to retaliate because they feel the connection between the feminine and the masculine, the true feminine and the true masculine, coming back together. Whether they saw something on social media or they heard something through the grapevine, the karmic partner or situation was made aware that the masculine was in process working his way back toward the feminine. And that has started a wicked ass chain of events that this karmic situation or partner is going to attempt to exploit, embarrass, and hurt the divine masculine, in hopes that whatever is exposed by the karmic against the masculine will sour the divine feminine so much that it will disgust the divine feminine so much that it will embarrass and upset the divine feminine so much that she will not want her divine masculine back. This is and also it's also an attempt for the karmic to destroy any other relationships that the masculine has in his own that are good and supportive and loving. This is a secret that is going to be let out. It can be either about addictions. It could be about financial things that may have been held secret or maybe held under the wire, maybe illegal. It can also have to do with sexual things, exploits, rendezvous, experiences. It could also have to do with potentially some sort of illegal like charges, an arrest or DUIs or something that the public doesn't know about yet. So I am sharing this again. Okay, let me back up. This is what I am seeing, this is what I'm hearing, this is what I'm experiencing in my own world and with my clients right now. Okay, you guys? This comes from actual, true, factual things that are happening. I am not pulled cards on this. This is downloads, actual downloads, and then me seeing it physically manifest. So what I want to share next about all of this is, and this is a question that I have gotten, is the divine masculine protected? So, is he protected? Yes, he is protected to the extent that a level of this is karmic retribution. Again, I do not say this with judgment. I do not say this with any joy or happiness or yay, they're getting what they deserve. Fuck no. But this is their karmic payback for choosing what they have chosen. Every choice we make has karma attached to it. We label it positive or negative, but it's just what comes around goes around. So yes, the masculine is protected to the extent that he can be protected from his own karma. He is protected from anything, from getting anything worse or more than he can handle or that he needs to make the necessary shifts, awakening, and changes that are necessary. Now, of course, we don't even have to talk about the karma that the karmic will, of course, end up experiencing. However, again, we go back to the place of understanding from a higher level that everyone here is just playing a role in the other's ascension journey. There truly isn't any malice or poor or negative intentions to any of this when we take it to the higher levels of understanding of what this journey is about. Everyone has a role to play in order for us to ascend, in order for us to become the greatest us we can be. And so we each accept these roles within each other's lives. And yes, sometimes these roles mean we have to be a bad guy on this realm. But in being that bad guy, it is a beautiful gift that we are given in being allowed to learn these lessons and to grow. Okay, but yes, again, as we know, everybody's karma will come back to them. The divine feminine is protected, and the masculine is, in their own way, protecting the divine feminine from the wrath of the karmic situation unfolding. He's protecting her for many reasons. One, he's afraid. He's afraid of what the unhinged shit how that will impact the feminine on a physical world level, on an emotional level, on a spiritual level. He is also afraid of how the feminine will see him or her, okay, depending on your person. How they will now view that person. Will their opinions of them change when what comes out comes out? Will there be able to be forgiveness and reconciliation? So they are really afraid of stepping forward, yet there is this huge push and pressure for them to step forward because they want to almost get ahead of what is coming, because they also know it's coming. They can also kind of feel what is happening and they suspect it. And so the masculine almost wants to beat it before it comes out and be like, hey, I'm sorry to drag you into this. However, this and this is what happened, and da 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 da. And I just, and so, but that is going to take a huge amount of courage for the masculine, and they are going to attempt to reach out and potentially out of almost necessity at this point to head off the situation. Now, there is also for some of you a chance that the karmic person partner situation may attempt to reach out to you. My best advice and guidance from Spirit for all of this is stay the fuck out of it all. Keep your nose clean. Do you. If your masculine reaches out and you are open to receiving that, do so. Do not coddle, but be open. Okay? There is a lot of stuff going on, and this is a very, very important time. You sending love and all of those things to situations that have to play out the way they need to play out is not suggested. Okay, sending love in general because you love them and because they deserve love, because you love them like anyone else. Yes, yes, yes. Trying to save them from themselves and from what they have to experience. No, 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 no. Okay, so remember that when they reach out, be open, if and when they reach out, because they will over the next, I see this coming over the next 2 months. That these situations are just popping off all over the place, and the eclipses are going to shed so much light on this information coming out. So this is why I'm saying the next 2 months, because eclipse season, well, it's not even May is eclipse season, I believe. So yeah, so from now through May, we're going to see a tremendous shift in all of this, you guys. So is there anything else that Spirit wants me to share? Let's just sit and think for a minute. Let's see. I do want to share that I have some very exciting new things coming up very soon, you guys. Myself with a dear friend from Scotland are starting a online School of Tarot program, and that will be, hopefully, we are pushing for it to be available for you all to purchase in, I believe it's going to be June, and it's going to come with a PDF textbook that's going to be super cool, and videos of me teaching tarot, teaching outside the box a little bit, outside of the mainstream rules. Yes, I'm teaching the traditional stuff, but I'm also teaching how to trust your intuition and how to really connect on a different level and share messages in a different way. So keep your eyes out looking for that. Also, for you guys who don't know about my Patreon is another platform that I am on. I share messages there daily and more involved audios and healing things on there on a regular basis. So please, you guys, the donation levels are from $1 to $22 a month. And it really helps me continue to be able to do the work that I am doing for you guys, having the support from you all. And so I do appreciate that. If you want information, the information is in the box below. And I do appreciate the love and support that you guys give me always. So that is it. I'm going to wrap this up, you guys. Stay tuned for more, because this twin flame journey is heating the fuck back up. So with that, sending love and light, gratitude and blessings, always, beautiful souls. I love you. Mwah! Talk again soon, and bye-bye.